Good evening. It is my great honor to welcome you to Northern Kentucky University Alumni Awards Celebration. Join me in thanking our musical trio, Max Guys, Sam Ruscher, and Jeremy Cadell. Thank you so much for the wonderful entertainment. And I ask you at this time, please go ahead and start eating your salads during the opening remarks, and dinner service will follow the remarks. We're here tonight to recognize those who have graduated from this remarkable university and become alumni that actively contribute to their community, lead in their professional careers, and share their talents with NKU. As president of the Alumni Board of Directors, it gives me great pleasure to see our alumni go on to accomplish extraordinary things. In the room tonight, we have many extraordinary alumni. At this point, I'd like to ask any alumni award winners from the past to stand up and let us recognize you again this evening. I'm also honored to invite President Jeffrey Mearns to come up and offer some words of welcome. President Mearns.
Thank you, Frank, and good evening, everyone. It's a privilege to serve as the president of Northern Kentucky University, and it's a real pleasure for me to welcome all of you to this very special evening. First, I want to join Frank in welcoming our past award recipients and also extending my congratulations to the 4 men and women who will receive the awards this evening. We are honored by your presence, and we recognize that your achievements are what help fuel the rise of the university. Your achievements as alumni, your contributions and your engagement is so important to the future of the university. And I'm going to share just a few moments with you as you eat your salad in talking about the many ways and some of the ways in which the university is on the rise. And you can follow me because I've got some photographs on the screen. One of the ways that we're on the rise is through things that you can see on our campus. And if I get this thing to work, how about that? There you go. Just a few months ago, we opened our expanded and renovated campus recreation center, more than 160,000 square feet. This is a photograph of our new aquatic center. This campus recreation center was built on the foundation of the original campus recreation center. It also has 6 basketball courts, an indoor track, a racquetball court, indoor soccer, and hundreds of recreation, aerobics, and weightlifting facilities. It's more than just a recreation center. It's actually also a health and wellness center. And some of you may know that about 2 years ago, we received an extraordinary commitment from the state to design and build a state-of-the-art health innovation center. And this is a rendering of the building. If you walked in today, you would have seen the construction fence, that Turner construction fence around that site. And so in a couple years when you return, this extraordinary facility will be open. One of the most exciting aspects of that facility is our commitment to experiential learning opportunities for our students. We're dedicating about 30,000 square feet to a state-of-the-art simulation center. And in addition to the investment that we received from the state, our vision for this new facility, our commitment to simulation education, was able to attract the investment from St. Elizabeth Healthcare. Our partner, St. Elizabeth Healthcare, is investing $8 million, the second largest gift in the history of our university. And that gift, thank you. And that gift was in part the product of the vision and the faith that we have received from Garen Colvin, one of our graduates who's recognized today. Garen, thank you and your colleagues at St. Elizabeth who are here for that extraordinary investment in your partnership. And if you're interested, you can see the transformation of our campus in a photographic book, history book that was released just this past November. This is a compilation of archival photos and beautiful panoramic photos that really documents the rise and the transformation of our university. It's available on Amazon and in the bookstore. You can not only see the growth of the university, but you can measure the growth and rise of our institution. We have 15,000 students. We attract students from every county in the Commonwealth of Kentucky. We attract students from more than 40 states around the country and from countries all around the world. But we retain a commitment to small class sizes. This university was founded on a commitment to providing a personal educational experience for our students, and that educational experience can only be delivered through retaining small class sizes. We have maintained those class sizes even as we've grown as a comprehensive university. You can also measure it in the student engagement. We have now 2,000 students living on our campus, more than 200 organizations, 19 fraternities and sororities. 1,300 of our undergraduate students are a member of a fraternity or a sorority at NKU. You can also measure it in the success and achievements of our student athletes. As you see on the screen, our student athletes are not only excelling in their Division I competition. This is our 4th year in our transition to Division I competition. For the 9th consecutive semester on our campus, our student athletes had a cumulative GPA across all sports of over 3.0. And this past fall, our student athletes, the fall of 2015, their cumulative GPA was 3.24, the highest in the history of the university. And 23 of those students, 10% of those students, had a perfect 4.0 GPA last fall. So as we continue to compete on a more competitive level on the court, our students continue to excel in the classroom. But the most important measure for our students is their success in realizing their ambition to earn a degree at Northern Kentucky University. And last year, we conferred nearly 3,100 degrees and credentials, the largest number in the history of our university. It exhibits extraordinary growth over that period of time. And now I want to just share, and I'm going to show a video in just a second. One of our graduates last December was a young woman named Orcella Arambona. She and her family emigrated to the United States when she was 14 years old from Burundi to escape the genocide that was going on in her country. When they came to the United States, she didn't know any English, but she and her family shared a commitment to education. And she spoke about that commitment to education, the value of education, as the valedictorian at Northern Kentucky University just this past December. She arrived and succeeded at NKU with a full academic scholarship and graduated with a GPA of 3.8. Rather than trying to describe what she said to you, what we've done is taken just a few of her remarks that she delivered in the BB&T arena just a month or so ago to all of the people who were there at that graduation. I want to just play that, just a short clip for you now.
I remember in high school, sitting in a classroom with no windows, sitting on wooden chairs, sharing one book with 3 of my classmates, while all the teacher's information was conveyed through the use of a chalkboard. There were no handouts or no printouts that one could bring to class. Unfortunately, the education system where I'm from, and for others living in developing countries, is not an easy process. In 2006, my mother actually did hit the United States lottery to come to America. A lottery that changed our lives and brought us to Cincinnati to start a new beginning. I was just 14 when we moved here, and none of us spoke a word of English. But we had one incredible person to rely on through these trying times. Ma maman phénoménale, la personne que j'aime beaucoup. As you embark on your next journey in life, please remember to light your way and to keep the passion that fuels the desire for knowledge, the desire to be better than you were yesterday, and the desire to be a light for those who might need your help alive in your hearts, minds, and soul. There is one message that I would like to leave with you. It is the audacity of hope and the promise of faith. That is, to believe in yourself, no matter how overwhelming you think your obstacles might be. If you want it bad enough, the hand of faith will come through for you.
So as I said, something special, yes. Something special is happening at our university, has been happening for more than 40 years. As I said, you can see it, you can measure it, and when you hear those words, you can also recognize that you can feel it. You can feel the passion, feel that something special, the passion and ambition of our students. And that passion, that ambition is not new. That's not new to our university. Our university was founded more than 40 years ago, nearly 50 years ago. This is a photograph of that farmland. And there were women and men all across this community who had a desire and an ambition to turn that farmland into a modern, comprehensive university. And that vision, coupled with a hard work of thousands of men and women over more than 4 decades, have transformed that farmland into a modern, comprehensive university. And there are a couple of people, I always talk about the future of the university, but when I do, I always reflect on the foundation, the past that came before us. And there are 2 people who are here in this room, 2 of my predecessors, who played a significant role in the transformation of this farmland into a modern comprehensive university. I saw Dr. Leon Booth and Dr. James Vitruva. Gentlemen, if you would please stand so that we can recognize your commitment. And today their dream and all of that hard work has been realized. That farmland has been transformed into this modern comprehensive university with a great past and an extraordinarily promising future. And that future is built on the contributions of so many people. Some of those people have contributed or continue to contribute their vision, their ideas. Some of those people contribute their hard work, their effort. And some of those people have made extraordinary philanthropic investments to the institution. And then there are some people who have done all 3, who have committed their vision, who have contributed their time and their hard work, and who have contributed with their extraordinary philanthropy, their extraordinary gifts. And 2 of those people are with us tonight. And it's my pleasure to introduce in just a moment Rich and Lisa Bainey, 2 of our distinguished alumni. Rich serves as the vice chair of our Board of Regents. They commit their ideas, they commit their time, and as you might have heard just a couple days ago, Rich and Lisa made an extraordinary commitment. They have donated $1 million to Northern Kentucky University to fund scholarships for first-generation students, for young men and women who come to the university with the same kind of dreams that they came to for our university just a short time ago. That scholarship will fund on an annual basis about 20 first-generation students every year. So please join me in recognizing Rich and Lisa and welcoming them to the stage.
No, she's not. Yeah. Oh, maybe she is. So if you're always wondering what it costs to get to speak at this dinner, you know. Yeah, now, no. No, just very quickly, thanks to a great education that I received here, you know, we've had an opportunity to have a great career and an opportunity to return value. We're just trying to work off the debt that we owe to the university. Lisa was attended on a President's Scholarship, free of charge, because also she was really cute, so I bought her food, you know, so there's really nothing to it. You know, anyway, and also want to say congratulations to the winners tonight, an incredible group. A special congratulations to Michelle, who's a former Scripps employee and a former, we worked together at the Cincinnati Post, Kentucky Post. She was an outstanding journalist and editor, and the university is very blessed to have her. The only other thing I'd say, as Jeff said, I'm also a member of the Board of Regents, so twice a year I get to participate in graduation and commencement, which means I get to sit up on the stage for a very long period of time. And have you seen the hat they make us wear? I think I look at it, I put it on each time, I think I look like Van Gogh's hillbilly cousin when I walk in. But what I always do, I come to graduation early, and I go down on the floor, and I walk out into the arena, and sort of walk around and listen to all the parents and the loved ones who, you know, have come that day to watch their kids, their grandkids, their spouses, in some cases their parents, walk that stage and receive a gateway to dreams that they had only thought about. And that's the day that they get to do it. They bring horns, they bring signs, they bring their nervousness, and it's an incredible day to sit there and walk around and watch them get ready for that person to walk across that stage and, like I said, realize that dream. Just like I did, just like Lisa did, just like most of you in this room did. You started somewhere, you had a dream, and you walked across that stage, and you You shook the president's hand, and you knew you were on your way to a place that you had only dreamed about before. I hope that as we go forward, you'll stay engaged with the university, that you'll find opportunities just like we have to, if you want to drop off a little scratch, we'll take it, and we'll show you a very great return on investment for it. But anyway it goes, I sure hope you'll stay engaged, and it's an incredible privilege to serve this university for both of us. Thank you.
I'd like to thank you so much, Rich and Lisa, and President Mearns for your remarks as well. We'll begin the awards presentation with our MC, Sheree Palello, following dinner. I also want to let you know that as you leave tonight, everyone will receive a limited edition mug that you are encouraged to bring with you to the chili cook-off held in the BB&T Arena prior to tip-off of the homecoming basketball game tomorrow. Don't worry, we also have game ticket vouchers for each of you, so you have no excuse for not joining us as we cheer on the Norse tomorrow night. We also have some raffle tickets to present tonight, and we've drawn the names from all tonight's attendees, and I'd like to announce the winners. This is a great prize. Years ago in this event, we did a silent auction. This year, we are doing a raffle, and the winner for 2 round-trip Ultimate Air Shuttle tickets to Chicago goes to Tim Hanner. Congrats, Tim. That'll be a great time. And the next one is a signed copy of the Northern Kentucky University, A Panoramic History, featuring the photographs of Thomas Schiff. And this is a great book. If anyone has had the opportunity to look through this, it really brings back some memories. It's just a great thing to go through. And the winner is Terry Ikabuchi. Congrats, Terry. The winners can pick up their prizes at the registration table following tonight's program. But now let's enjoy dinner, everyone, and we'll see you in a little bit. Thank you. Good evening, everyone. Hope you enjoyed your dinner this evening. When we talk about honoring alumni who have left NKU to do great things, a tremendous example of that can be found in tonight's MC, Sheree Palello. Co-anchor of WLWT News 5, Sheree's career has taken her many places to cover a variety of stories, but she remains proud to call the Tri-State home and proud to claim NKU as her alma mater. When not at work, Sheree and her husband are busy raising their 3 sons and volunteering for numerous charities across the region. Tonight, on behalf of NKU, it is my privilege to welcome back Sheree Palello.
I'm going to bring this down just a bit. Hi there. Can you see me? Do I need to do that? We can roll the podium down. This is so embarrassing.
Not at all. I'm short too.
Hi! Technology, right? Oh my gosh. How are you guys tonight? See, you didn't know that I stood on a box every night at Channel 5, right? So humiliating. Frank, thank you so much for having me back here again this year. How about dinner tonight? Wasn't that just delicious? I often say normally I'll go to charity events in between shows and I run to McDonald's on the way back, and my partner will say, weren't you just at a dinner? But this dinner was just wonderful. So thank you all so much for having me back here again this year. Quickly, I just have to tell you, I'm so honored to be back here and to, more than anything, be a part of this group. quick story. When I went to NKU many years ago, feels like, NKU, maybe like some of you, it was not my first choice, right? You know, I'm from the west side of Cincinnati, and my dad lived out in St. Leon, Indiana, and he said, you can go anywhere you want to go, as long as it's NKU, because that's what we could afford, right? I was going to be putting myself through school, and, you know, I was 18 and just wanting to get out of my dad's house and move as far away as possible. And then I came here to NKU, and I often say, and I was saying to some of the people who I was having dinner with tonight, I don't think that I would be where I am today if it weren't for this university. I think that I would have been intimidated if I maybe was in a classroom with hundreds of people. And there was a time when I was here at NKU, and I was kind of chickening out a little bit and thought, well, maybe my dad's right. Maybe I, should pick another job, because he was like, what are you really going to do with this degree? And it was the instructors here at NKU who pushed me and inspired me and said, you can do whatever you want to do. And I know I wouldn't have gotten that kind of attention at another university. So I am so proud to be here with you today, and to also be a recipient of the Distinguished Service Award, which I received a few years ago, and it's still sitting in my lavish, big, huge cubicle at Channel 5 News. And I oftentimes will throw it at my partner's face and say, did you see this award here? So I thank you all so much for being here tonight, and we welcome you and honor you for our recipients here this evening. So let's sort of get things started, because we have a number of things to get through here this evening. It is time to present this year's Alumni Award winners. And for tonight's celebration, we do have just these beautiful videos. So we're going to let the videos play first, and then if you would, hold your applause until the end when we announce our recipients to come on up here, and you can hoot and holler. I don't know if you have clappers or whatever. It's fine. Each of our award recipients have taken a difficult road to NKU, but the common theme among them is their outstanding commitment to our university. They each remain engaged with NKU and understand the importance of the alumni engagement. Each has played a significant role in creating opportunities for our students to succeed. I'm certain every one of you here tonight can remember maybe a teacher, that special advisor who had a lasting impact on their lives. Outstanding alumni are the result of outstanding teaching. And so tonight, for our first award, we're honoring the NKU faculty or staff member whose teaching, counseling, or advising had a profound impact on a student's lives or students' lives. Student success is the culmination of dedicated teaching, advising, and, as you know, mentoring. Tonight's winner, Michelle Day, is one of those outstanding mentors. Not only is she a lecturer and student media advisor in the College of Informatics, but also a proud alum of that college. Presenting tonight, the 2016 Faculty Staff Strongest Influence Award winner is Michelle Day.
My name is Michelle Day, and I'm the student media advisor and a lecturer in journalism at Northern Kentucky University. I've been teaching for a little while at NKU, and that's when the communication department started a master's program. And so I was in the first class. It was eye-opening to go from being the teacher to being the student. It's very different from the back of the classroom. I saw it's a whole different perspective, and it made me much more empathetic, I think, to the things that my students were going through. One thing I've really discovered about teaching, that this is the thing that kind of shocked me, is it's not so much about the content, it's about the relationships. What is it they want? Because that's what they're going to succeed at. What I want for them, that makes no difference. It's what they want. Right now, I'm in it's kind of a split position. I'm the advisor for The Northerner, which is a student-run news organization at Northern Kentucky University, and I'm the advisor for Norse Code Radio, which is the online radio station, also run by students. I'm the one that's kind of the behind the scenes, sort of the coach. I'm worried about that whole business side and trying to get as much training as I can for them so they can do the best job. The Journalism in the Digital Age Workshop is a summer program. It lasts a week for high school students. It touches on almost every aspect of our curriculum that students would do in 4 years, but obviously just a little. And I have a group of NKU students that are mentors for the for the workshop. And that's kind of an incredible experience too, because not only are we getting to work with these high school students, but I get to work really closely with the college students. The students that come here for the high school workshop, when we take them all over campus, they really get an experience of what it's like here at NKU. And I think they come away with the idea of like, wow, this is a pretty cool place. I believe that journalism can make a difference, and journalism can change the world. It can do good, and we need people like that. We need people to do those kinds of things.
I just want you to read that out loud to us.
Okay. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right. Michelle's influence on me has really been nothing short of amazing. When I first met Michelle, I was a confused, lost chemistry major with a little direction and confidence. Michelle's passion for journalism inspired me and awoke a passion for journalism within myself that I didn't even know existed. So I took a leap and I changed my major to journalism. Michelle taught me that regardless of where I may have come from, that through hard work and dedication, I can be someone that matters, maybe even enough to someday change the world. If my success is anything, it's a mirror of the heart and soul that Michelle puts into her work as a professor, advisor, mentor, and caring community member at NKU. She would never ask for an award for what she does, and she would probably be very red in the face for even know what I'm writing about her. But the truth is, I owe her a lot more than the hours, so it took me to type this up. Michelle Day has profoundly changed my life, and she's beyond deserving of this award. Sorry. You need that sometimes, because, you know, like when you just finish grades, sometimes you wonder, like, wow, you know, am I any good at this at all? Am I reaching people at all? And so, I mean, that just means all the world.
Well, I think we heard the best part of that clip. Please welcome and help me congratulate Michelle Day. Michelle, congratulations. Tonight's Outstanding Young Alumnus Award goes to David Spalding, the General Manager of Turner Construction Company. This award honors an alum who has graduated in the past 10 years and has enhanced NKU or the community, and who has distinguished him or herself through their professional accomplishments. A 2006 alumnus of Chase College of Law, David's work with Turner Construction has visibly changed the physical landscape of our campus. Projects including Griffin Hall and the soon-to-be-started Health Innovation Center transform the campus, providing students unique and also state-of-the-art learning environments. David is also a strong supporter of Chase Law School, serving on the college's Board of Visitors and as a trustee on the Chase College Foundation. Presenting to you tonight our 2016 Outstanding Young Alumnus Award winner, David Spalding. Take a look.
I'm Dave Spalding. I graduated in 2006 from NKU Chase College of Law with a Juris Doctor. One of the big things I was focused on was a law school that would get me prepared. You know, and everyone calls Chase the lawyer school. I really wanted to be in this community, and ultimately I had a mentor, Judge Froelich, who told me all the things and the questions I had. He was there to kind of guide me to NKU. One of the biggest things I learned when I was at NKU was how many people in the community had degrees from Chase. You learn it while you're there, but you know, man, what a selling feature. You've got all these prominent leaders and CEOs in Cincinnati, Northern Kentucky, judges, lawyers. Once you start to figure that out, you really get pretty impressed with the law school and the degree that you're going to get. Right away when I started law school in 2006, I worked for Turner as a laborer, but I also got the opportunity while I was there to work for another alumnus of Chase, Judge Froelich, as a clerk. He had a big ambition for me to start my own law firm and thought the time is now. When I graduated from Chase, I started my own law firm, which was a little scary because I got married while I was in law school. While I was working there, I was doing work for Turner, and another one of my mentors, Rich Homan, said, I really think you could do great things if you came to Turner. When I first came to Turner, I was a corporate attorney doing a lot of contracts, risk management, but quickly got into the negotiations and the business side. And truly the company leaned in on me and thought that I could take over the sales and marketing. So a couple years in as the attorney, I took over sales and marketing, and luckily with success. And when they saw me doing the sales and marketing, that's when they started pushing me and leaning in again to say, maybe you should run our business. And 4 years later is when I took over the business side. Staying involved with NKU has gotten me some of what I kind of call my personal board of advisors of just great alumnus that have the same, parallel career path or goals that they want to see you succeed. So they give you great advice. I think everyone has to have, kind of a well-rounded view of where we live. Giving back, one, it builds a lot of community. It builds a team between us. Being out in the dirt every day, building buildings, or at work every day, it's nice to give back to the communities that are giving to us. When we hire someone from NKU, you get the same standard. I mean, the people that come out of with their values, the knowledge they have, the degree they have, their work ethic, it's unmatched. And so I think we forget about it sometimes because it's right here, but it really is a hidden gem of the community. My wife and I, every day, think we're blessed for the life that we've got to live. But NKU afforded that to me, and really, I think the biggest thing, every year it seems NKU gets better and better, and I feel like my degree gets more valuable and more valuable. So I have to thank the people leading the university and the law school, Jeff Mearns and Dean Standen, all of the board, the alumnus, that continue to prove that NKU is a great school. It reflects on us. I hope I reflect on it the same. But it really does help me in my career. It helps me with the pride and ownership of my degree, the law school that I went to, and it gives me a great life for my family.
Please welcome David Spalding. Our third award this evening honors a member of the first graduating class of NKU back in 1973 and the Distinguished Service Award winner, Mr. John Wagner. This award recognizes an alum who has demonstrated exceptional leadership and service to NKU through his or her time and talents. John recently retired from the Kroger Company, has served on the NKU Alumni Board of Directors, and currently serves on the NKU Hale U.S. Bank College of Business Human Resources Advisory Council. John also has the distinction of being one of the founding alumni donors to the university's scholarship fund, with his name permanently etched on a plaque overlooking the Central Plaza. Presenting to you tonight our 2016 Distinguished Service Award winner, John Wagner.
My name is John Wagner, and I have a bachelor's degree in business administration from Northern Kentucky University. Northern Kentucky University gave me the basic foundation of a college education. It got my foot in the door on my first job. 5 years later, I had 5 years of experience to go along with the degree from Northern. That kind of opened up the door for me at the Kroger Company. Held a variety of positions in a number of locations. Came back to Cincinnati in 1992, worked in our nationwide manufacturing operation for 5 years until I became the Vice President of Labor Relations for Kroger in 1998, and I remained in that position until my retirement in 2015. I was part of the very first alumni council here at Northern, and one of us came up with an idea that we should perhaps have the very first fundraising effort. And we decided to go out and find 100 alumni and asked each of those 100 alumni to donate $100. and we were able to make a presentation to the university on their very first fundraising effort by the Alumni Association at the time. We had a plaque. We put it up in the 70s. I kind of lost track of it. I knew the building was torn down, and I was surprised to find it's back up. That kind of gave me this crazy idea to maybe contact those 100 people in the Alumni Founders Club. And we did. So we decided this time to up the ante a little bit more from $100 to $1,000, and I'm told enough to have a endowed scholarship for a child of a alumni of Northern Kentucky University. I really got reconnected back to the university through one of the professors who is part of the business college, a gentleman by the name of Lou Manchisi. Lou kind of continued to kind of keep me involved, and I wanted to stay involved. I became part of the advisory council to the human resource and labor relations professors here on campus, and then I got talked into teaching the class. So I'm an adjunct instructor. I just finished my first semester of teaching. It was a new experience for me, which was all positive. I hope it was positive for the students. I got to know the Dean Becky Porterfield. She asked me to be on a steering committee for her to help form a mentoring program for students here in the business school. So I've been working very diligently with her to help get that off the ground. I tell people, yes, I retired from Kroger, but not from life. So my plan was to stay involved and to be involved with some activities. It was just time for me to give back something to this university and to the greater Cincinnati area. It's been very good to me, my family, and I just feel a sense of duty to give back.
Please help me in congratulating Mr. John Wagner. Are you going to put that in your cubicle too? Our final award this evening, the Outstanding Alumnus Award, is presented to Mr. Garen Colvin, President and CEO of St. Elizabeth Healthcare and 1996 graduate of NKU's MBA program. This award recognizes an alum who has distinguished him or herself in their chosen field and is an exemplary ambassador of the university. Garen was a driving force behind St. E's support of the Health Innovation Center, recognizing the impact that such a facility would have on our medical community as well as our NKU students, particularly those in the College of Health Professions. The St. Elizabeth Healthcare Simulation Center will provide state-of-the-art training for student nurses as well as ongoing training for St. Elizabeth staff and clinicians, as Dr. Mearns was explaining to us earlier. If you would, turn your attention to our screens tonight, presenting the 2016 Outstanding Alumnus Award, Mr. Garen Colvin.
My name is Garen Colvin. I received my Master's of Business Administration from Northern Kentucky University. The thing I remember most about my master's degree at Northern Kentucky University is I really felt like I contributed significantly to the class. I graduated with my undergraduate degree 10 years earlier, so I was able to have a lot of business experience and I was able to contribute more. And just to see the campus grow, not only through high school, but through my college and now my business career has been quite impressive. I probably didn't have the most traditional of career paths. I started in finance, so I've really held just about every finance job you could possibly have in a hospital. So after I left finance, I became the chief operating officer for the system, and that was unique in the ability to see the operation side of the organization. And then I maintained that role for 4 years, and then I was fortunate enough to receive the CEO position. I think as the new CEO, my top priority would be to become a community partner. St. Elizabeth is the largest employer in Northern Kentucky by far, and as that, I think we have the responsibility to be a community leader. When the Board of Trustees hired me, they requested that they were looking for a leader that would not only lead inside the organization, but would lead outside the organization, and that's a role I take to heart. I would describe my leadership style as a servant leader. I tried to lead by example. I do believe in empowerment, so I allow the leaders in this organization to do what they think is best, and that's proven to be very beneficial. I think it's important, especially when you want to be a community partner, to make sure that you're taking care of that community. As we evolve, we'll want Northern Kentucky to be the healthiest community that it could possibly be. And I think that is a lofty goal, but I think it's a goal that we all win if we're able to achieve that goal. St. Elizabeth and NKU have long enjoyed a partnership as major employers in the region, and more than 600 NKU graduates are associates of St. Elizabeth Healthcare. We are just so pleased to be able to partner with Northern Kentucky University to bring the Health Innovation Center to reality. And we agreed to give an $8 million investment. That investment's over a 20-year period. The benefit of the Health Innovation Center for us is the Simulation Center will assure that the graduates of NKU are trained at the highest level possible. And so then those individuals can hit the ground running once they start their employment. St. Elizabeth Healthcare has employed over 800 graduates from Northern Kentucky University. So having a connection with the students coming out is a significant advantage to both NKU and St. Elizabeth. NKU's helped my career really because it helped give me the confidence I needed to take a graduate level degree and implement that in the day-to-day work that I do every day at St. Elizabeth. One of the things that I'm most proud of is the fact that I'm dedicated to Northern Kentucky and the Northern Kentucky community. So I've tried to give back. Dick Tapke was one of my mentors with respect to my life coach outside of work. And he taught me what a civic leader is supposed to do. And so I've just grown up expecting that was just part of what you do. You don't think twice about it. You don't expect anything in return. You just do it so that you can make Northern Kentucky a better place to live and work.
Please welcome Garen Colvin. How about a round of applause for all of our honorees tonight? I just want to thank you all for being here. We're going to start to wrap things up, and I'm going to hand things back over to Frank here. But I have to tell you, this is one of my favorite events. I love coming here. And I often say that, I know so often when you're watching Channel 5 News every night, we're always talking about the bad stuff that's going on, the fires and shootings, and to me, this is what the city I grew up in is all about, and the university that I went to. Good people doing great things, really making a difference in our community and beyond. And I am so honored to be here with you all, and I think now more than ever, when you listen to our honorees and all that they've accomplished and all that they continue to do, you can see why this university just continues to grow, why more than kids from more than 45 states and 50-plus countries, as I was hearing tonight, want to come to Northern Kentucky University. So go Norse. Congratulations to all of you. I hope that you're maybe able to attend some of the homecoming events this weekend, and I'll see you at 11 o'clock tonight.
Thank you so much, Cherie. It's a pleasure to share the stage with you this evening. And wow, it has been such an honor to share the stage tonight with our honorees as well. Heard some amazing stories tonight about some amazing people in our community. And let's give them all one more round of applause tonight. Thank you. And this concludes our program this evening, and thank you for joining us tonight. And I hope to see many of you tomorrow night at our chili cook-off, the homecoming game, and the after party at the BB&T Arena. And don't forget to pick up your mugs and your ticket vouchers for tomorrow night's game. The mugs are good for the chili cook-off, which begins at 5:30. We'd love to see y'all there, and thank you all for coming. Go Norse. Thanks.